All right, let's get this shit started.
Hello?
Hello?
What up?
What up, dude? What's up, everybody? It's time for the viewer call-ins, brought to you by Allcraft. Join bigger?
How do I mute you in Hangouts?
WTFY am I sub?
I did it. There we go. My bad.
Okay. Oh,
Wait, they
my
want
ears.
they want you to be even bigger. There we go. This is perfect.
If you can
This is the best episode we've ever had. Enhance! Enhance!
2020.
Alright, let me actually, oh shit, wait. How do I... Wait, wait, this looks like a scene from The Ring. Wait, is he frozen? Is he moving? I can't tell. It looks like an episode of Courage the Cowardly Dog.
He's gonna like turn around.
Larcy, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. I can't tell if he's moving or not. Everybody's like, back to Fandy! Back to Fandy! What's he doing? Is he taking off his... What's he doing? Alright, we're going back to Fandy. I'm so scared. I have no idea what he's doing, dude. Anyway, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you very much. Wait, what was he doing?
I don't know.
I feel like I'm so smart because during Easter I bought enough caramel eggs to last me until now, and I still have even more of them.
Here, wait.
And I eat them regularly.
Wait, what'd you call them?
They're caramel eggs.
You mean
Caramel?
caramel?
Caramel.
Yeah.
No, he's right.
I say caramel.
Dude, I'm on 20 crates out of 25 now.
Of what? Crates of what?
Of dick.
That's really good.
Rich.
Should we not have chat on screen?
There's no reason I'm down screen.
I think they're pretty funny. I think they're usually funnier than us.
Uh-huh.
No, screw chat. All right.
Oh, yeah?
Perfect.
That's good. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him eat, dude. Look at him.
Elias Cheer. X100. Def a funny guy.
Man, I'll never forget
Thank
the time
you,
he
Rich.
ate a steak on stream.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did a cooking stream and Asmon cooked this steak and it was so burnt. He's like, I like it that way. I was like, oh my god.
I should regret
I
it,
broke my
but I
tooth eating
don't.
that steak. It was so good.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this. Let's get the first caller in. I'm gonna jump in on the beta. If you guys want to play beta together, just pick a beta server. Yo, what's up, Wooly?
Wooly, you're on the air.
Oh shit.
Wooly Willy.
What's up, guys?
Anyway,
up,
what's
Wooly?
your question, bud?
Let me mute stream. Okay. I guess my question is, so there was this Reddit post that it was a thread about covenants, and it was basically, if you were to, normally just be locked into your covenant, but you were able to like make alliances with the other covenants, but you were still locked into like the transmog and like the order hall per se, but you were still allowed to eventually grind out like reputation for like the other covenants, and then you get to choose, what's it called? Like their soul binds or conduits and that covenant's ability once you grind that out. What do you think about that?
I'd be fine with anything like that. I mean, like, the thing is, like, I'd be totally okay with anything that just allows you to decide what you want to do and not, like, force you into, like, a decision based off of, like, player power. I'd be okay with that. In terms of, like, the cosmetic rewards, yeah, I could see that being, like, super specific. I'd be okay with that, too.
Yeah, I think that would work too for the people who are, maybe worried about like the covenant abilities being too mandatory. Because I know
Yeah.
there's one for like paladins, it's like Blessing of Seasons or something, and it's like pretty insane. Basically, you're gonna like you know, at least somebody in your raid's probably gonna have to take it because it's like cooldown reduction for whoever you put it on, and then like increased healing that they receive. So if there's like a really tank heavy fight, you're gonna wanna, you know, have one of your healers or paladin put it on like the tank or something like that. It's gonna be kind of mandatory. So I think that would help alleviate some of those concerns.
Yep.
Now, what do you think about putting a cost on, like, if let's say there's going to be a cost for switching a covenants like as it is right now? Do you think it should be? What kind of cost do you think it should be?
The cost to switch covenants? I don't know. Probably like an hour of time, maybe. Like that's about it. I think anything more than that would be way too much.
What do you mean by like an hour of time? Like doing what? Just whatever they say.
I don't know. Whatever the fuck they want. Like,
I'm nervous about costs because they've just, as far as costs go, they've missed the mark just so many times. Like think about the cost of Azerite reforging, right? So that's the thing I'm most nervous about with the actual changing. Like I hope it's not a gold sink. From what they've said, it doesn't appear like it would be a gold sink. And if it is a time investment, I think that it's a time investment. It should be a time investment that becomes like, you know, Asmon says an hour of time. I hope that hour change after you've already done it a lot of times. Like if you're a player that has to switch a lot, I hope that it maybe diminishes over time.
Do you fear that, like, since renown is going to be like our reputation grind, do you think that might be something that they hit at, like, when you choose your covenant? Like, all right, well, you chose to change your covenant, you're going to be earning less renown for, you know, X amount of whatever.
I definitely think that's something that's probably maybe a possibility because I know they do want to make it to where it's like it's a sacred vow you take to this covenant, and when you break it, you know, it's going to be a lot harder to like potentially rejoin them. So I'm not exactly too sure like what kind of things that they're going to do for that in terms of like covenant swapping. But we'll just have to see, I suppose.
We could like probably be able to summon. Yo, thank you very much for the question.
Thank you, Paul.
invite me. My name is. Okay, he left. All right.
I'm Milf Hunter, Milf Hunter XX.
XX.
Kiss,
yeah.
kiss. Molly, thank you very much for that, guys. I just turned off text to speech. I'm a Pepeg. I forgot to do it.
What is
so it's off
what
now.
is your tune name, Asmon?
Bald McDonald.
Why do you do that?
What?
Why do you do character names like that?
What,
have
you
to
think
embrace
this is
the
about
meme.
you?
You're
think this is about-
obviously being a cunt.
No. Well, how am I being a cunt? Like, you're not even bald. Like, it doesn't even make sense.
Oh my god, he knows. Wait, yo, watch
But
this.
you are.
But I'm the cunt. Okay, I see.
Yeah, you remember the one time I did this, McConnell? Oh, I do it again.
Do it. Look at it. Look at it. Look at that right there.
Cause you're bald. You got one hair right here.
Man, what the fuck, dude?
Man, dude, come on, man. Aw, dude.
It's like a Teletubby, dude.
Real fucking funny.
Yeah, you called me more bald than you. You got mad at me when I complimented you. I'm pissed.
Yeah.
I'm actually pissed, dude. You're next. I think I'm winning. I actually think I'm winning with the bald shit. Like, dead ass. I'm okay with it. I came to terms with it. I actually look okay bald.
Are you winning, son?
I'm losing or I'm winning. It depends which way you look at it. Zach, people want to hear the story about the time that we almost got shot.
Okay. So, this is back, like, let's rewind about 2 years ago or so. South by Southwest, Austin, Texas, downtown. We just got done eating at Roscoe's. Was it Yeah, it was Roscoe's. Had some great chicken.
No, it wasn't. It was that other place that you like. It wasn't Roscoe's. We were in Texas.
Oh, Gus's.
Gus's. Yeah.
Gus's. Okay, yeah. That's why whenever I said it, I was like, wait a minute, it's another chicken place. That's the one in California. No, yeah, we went to Gus's Chicken, And we got done with that, and we're walking down the street, and we see a stretch Hummer, a limo Hummer. And I thought to myself, oh shit. And so we saw the door was open, and we looked inside to see what was inside. And there was a man sitting inside smoking a motherfucking blunt in a dark Hummer. And I looked around inside, and he's talking to us, and he's talking real slow, like real slow. He's explaining to us about how he gets girls to come in his Hummer and plenty of other stuff like that.
Like
and
walk in, like
chicks.
walk into the Hummer.
Yeah, just walking the Hummer. And I was like, that's cool. That is so fucking crazy. And then he's talking to us about if we want to hang out with him. And we're like, I don't know, man, maybe. And then he pulls out a toy gun.
No, it's not a toy.
It was not a toy gun. And I'm like, that's crazy. That's nice, dude. And he's like, I'm like, you just have this? He's like, yeah, you know, if for whatever reason. And I think to myself, I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Like, and so I'm like, well, that's cool, man. Well, anyway, we're gonna go ahead and do something else, all right? And he's like, y'all sure you don't want to sit in the Hummer and smoke some blunts? And I'm like, and I look in the Hummer, and like, man, this is not a limo. That's a house. He was living there. He had his old pants in there, like laundry, like old water bottles, dude.
It looked like Asmon's desk.
Yeah, he's just living in that stretched Hummer, just parked there. And I'm like, man, nah, we gotta catch up with our friend, man. We don't know where Asmon is.
No, we were with Asmon because I.
Do you have that picture still?
I forget who we were.
I must have it. Yeah.
Well, the thing is, Asmon was streaming. Like this is.
We streamed it. Yeah, we streamed part of it at least.
And this was being streamed because Asmon only went, frick, dude. I'll never forget him saying frick, dude, at that moment. But like,
and I remember, like, I told my dad about it, and I'm like, so yeah, Dad, this guy pulled a gun on us. He's like, oh, that's awesome. That must have been great content. And I'm like, yeah, it was.
Yeah, we were meeting up with Stay Safe.
Yeah.
Because he basically.
Were we?
Yeah, because we had. This was when we were looking for the house. I thought it was the night. For a second, I thought it was the time that we were hanging out with Fandy, but that was a different night when we were hanging out with Fandy, we were hanging out with Train, we were hanging out with Dennis, and then you and Dennis like wrestled in my bed.
Yeah.
And then,
I remember that.
Yeah, same. And then the
dude, I asked him about that the other day, and he didn't remember. I think he was too drunk.
He was
yeah.
Nah, he started wrestling with you. I was there.
Okay.
But yeah, no. Rich turned. Whoa, that's the first time anyone's ever told me to be louder in my entire fucking 5 years of making content. No one's ever told me to be louder. But yeah, the crazy thing that night. Never mind. I'm not gonna tell that story. Train just like really ruined that night for me. I still like him though. He's a good guy. I might try to play Marks. I haven't played Marks yet.
I heard it's not too bad.
It felt good when I played it at first, but I played it before they balanced it at all, so I'm not sure if it's still broken.
Oh, this dungeon looks awesome, by the way.
I see that.
Whoa. This actually does look really good. All right, I'm gonna pull in Cheesy Gordita. Yo, what's up, Cheesy Gordita?
How's it going, fellers?
How you doing, my friend?
What up, man?
I just assumed you like some good old cheesy gorditas, so you know.
I randomly selected you. Yeah, it had nothing to do with the name. How you doing though, dude?
I'm doing pretty good. I actually am working at the same time, so just
That's good.
Yeah, got some. I actually have some good questions for you guys that you might get you guys thinking a little bit.
Okay.
All right, great. Let's do it. Shoot.
So the first thing I have is, it might be a hot take, but I know Asmongold kind of agrees with it. I don't know what you guys think. I think Mythic Plus is like actually just straight garbage and doesn't feel fun at all. It actually, I was watching Asmon's stream, and I think he put it the best way, that you kind of get pulled in this basement, and this guy's like, there's just a bunch of dildos on the wall, and the guy just says, pick two, and it's the way you get fucked in the ass, and it's not fun. It's awful, in my opinion. So my question is, what would you think about positive affixes? So something like, you go in there, maybe every like minute or something, you get this buff where you do like a certain amount of damage, like a 5% damage increase, or if there's like orbs on the ground, you go pick them up randomly and they give you haste for like 10 seconds or something. I don't know, just random positive affixes to make it feel like certain things in the Mythic Plus. It just like varies, I guess. It doesn't feel like it's just beating down on you all the time.
Pick me up, mommy. Yeah, I actually have been a big advocate of having positive affixes. I think that's a really, oh my god, stop talking, angel lady. There we go. I think positive affixes would be really good. It's something that I think that you would still be able to scale the difficulty so people can still push. But like you said, people actually would be excited to play different aspects of the game.
I'm just trying to like think of how they would implement that. Maybe if there was like a choice, you could like, you know, pick one positive one, and then there was like something.
Yeah,
know,
it's not like
another...
just positive, right? There's some
yeah.
negatives, but then there's just like there's one other positive one maybe that cycles. So it just doesn't always feel like you're getting things are just beating down on you, I guess. Maybe there's one positive to outweigh some of the negatives to make it a little more interactive, or it feels like you can, I don't know, it's just something to switch up the dungeons, because BFA, like, I think all the dungeons suck and they get super old, so maybe it's just something to add a little bit of like flavor or like uniqueness to them in a sense every week.
How did you feel about the Legion ones?
So the Legion ones I think were good for the most part, because I thought the Legion dungeons itself were good and the affixes at the time were nice, but I mean the BFA dungeons are just so like crowded and buggy, like Tol de Gore, you're just stuck in the corner. So when you have like Sanguine and what is it, Quaking, I feel like I can't even play my character. I can't even see anything, and then I'll move, and then Jess Howler comes flying through the ground and wipes my entire group. But I think Legion overall was good.
Yeah, it was also newer, so like a lot of the affixes still felt new, even if they weren't great. They still felt new, at least. I think was a big part of it. But yeah, I definitely agree, and I've been saying it for a really long time. Like I think that those types of affixes would keep the game fresh instead of putting us in a position where it's like, man, we got to do this again, and you just feel like you're trekking through the same dungeon the entire time. I do think that seasonal affixes started to move in the right direction, though, so maybe some more stuff like that would be good.
Yeah. I think at first I didn't really like 8.3. I liked the other ones, but at 8.3 I kind of didn't like it, but I think it just adds a little bit of like variety to the affixes. I think that'll help, but yeah, I think they need to swap some of them out, because I just think some of them are just like ass. Like I think, what is it, Tyrannical is just so bad, or like Bolstering, those are just terrible. But
I like the pace of Tyrannical dungeons, but it's easier. It's easier to do fortified than Tyrannical.
Yeah, I agree. All right, I have another question here. So, or another, I want to hear you guys' opinion on this.
Yeah.
So, I used to be like mainly a PvPer. MoP is one of my favorite expansions because the class design was incredible. I thought every class was just super fun and felt unique. And this is kind of based around PvP. So I think people talk about how fire mages are kind of a problem in PvP, but this might be unpopular, but I think fire mages are how PvP should be, where you kind of just click your nut button, go ham, just blow your load on someone, and if they don't just pop defensives, they're pretty much dead, right? I think that with the way it is now, you're kind of just tickling them a little bit, and it's just not very fun. But I think when you have to react to someone blowing a bunch of cooldowns, that's how it should be. And if they don't like react, then you're just dead. I think that's a good way of it, but I don't know how you guys feel.
So I feel similarly in some ways and then disagree in others. I don't think that everything should be homogenized. Like I don't think that there should only be I don't think DPS should only rotate around cooldowns. Like I think that there should be other DPS that is balanced around a war of attrition, and slowly over time they're able to win the game, you know, like the old feel of rot damage. I think that other things should be consistent pressure throughout the entirety of the game. And then, yeah, I do think certain things should have big windows of cooldowns where you are actually trying to play into their cooldowns or play around their cooldowns. I think that homogenization is definitely a problem, but I also feel like one of the biggest problems, and it's kind of something that you're touching on, and feel free to tell me if I'm missing the mark here, but I feel like the big problem is the fact that it almost feels like nobody does any damage at all in PvP, and I find that really boring and uninteresting. And I would love to see
Just
feel like they have
verse.
more damage.
Stuck verse.
Listen to reason,
You mean?
devils.
It's fun.
The Kyrian must stand united.
I mean, there's like it's pretty much you just play Destro Warlock or Fire Mage, and that's how you do damage. Because no, I 100% agree. I used to play a bunch of Rogue back in MoP, and I actually feel like I could just obliterate someone with something like Killing Spree back when combat was the thing. But now I just play it, and I feel like I'm just kind of stunning them and just like running away, just slowly like ticking them down until at this point now it's just corruption procs or like gushing wounds. Just it's just I think that there needs to be more damage in general. People just need cooldowns need to be more effective. I think that would make it a lot more exciting. Just way more damage. I'd rather have the game just be incredibly unbalanced, but just be super fun in that sense. Or it's everything just super fun.
I just don't know enough about PvP to really give too much of an opinion on it. Like, I'm not a PvPer at all, so they probably have a little bit more insight than I would.
I think you hit a lot of the ideas really well, though. Cheesy gordita crunch. Like I definitely agree with you on a lot of the pain points, and I do think that you should feel like you're able to do damage, and you should feel like you're able to get away with stuff. And also, I do think that battlegrounds need to be completely reworked, like how battlegrounds function. I think that'll have more people involved in PvP. I think a vendor might be the right step towards that, but I'm curious to see what else they do.
Aren't they adding a PvP vendor?
Yeah, they are.
Bro.
So why do you think battlegrounds should be reworked?
I used to
have
have fun with it, right? And
I agree.
There used to be a bunch of different reasons why I would do it, and even if I felt like I wasn't getting anything, I would still do battlegrounds to hang out with my friends, and usually it was something I do with my friends on the weekend in the game, and even people that I didn't really play the game with, right? Like, I know a lot of people know that, back on the World of Warcraft. Who just did that? Bald McDonald, get it together, bro.
Hey, man, I'll lead first.
For eons, we have been told to cure
Back in the day, though, a lot of people know me for my incredible WoW play. One of the best WoW players of all time. I don't think anyone's going to disagree with that.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, that's pretty true. And I had a lot of friends who weren't as good at the game as me. And everybody, you can't see chat on screen right now, but for anybody who's watching a VOD, everybody in chat's saying, yeah, dude, true, dude. Like, and then they're spamming the true face. So thank you guys for having my back and telling everybody how good I used to be. The thing is I would play with real life friends and just do battlegrounds with them on the weekend, and it was enjoyable, and I played the game for fun. And I think the battlegrounds still have the potential to do that, but battlegrounds need to take into account, and I think one of the people who really made me realize this was actually Asmon. Battlegrounds need to take into account the current toolkits that classes have, because AB used to be like one of my favorite battlegrounds, and I understand why Asmon doesn't have as much fun in it as I used to back in the day, and I could see a lot of things change that. And I also think that the vendor is a big step in the right direction to make those things fun again.
You know what I did back in the day? I got so excited. I leveled an elemental shaman just so I could use
Knock people off?
Yeah, off a lumber mill.
Yeah.
I did that just for that reason.
Homogenization is bad, in my opinion, because you don't have those moments anymore. Like Thunderstorm was one of them, and it was awesome in Eye of the Storm as well. Now, pretty much everybody has a knock. I remember Moonkins had Typhoon as well, but Priest didn't have the Shining Light or Dome or whatever the heck that ability's called now that actually allowed them to have the knockback. But I remember at Naxxramas, they would mind control people and they would jump them off the side was one of the things that they would actually do. And like the mind control was really cool. It felt unique. It felt like you were getting away with something. Any knockers? I get it, because we're talking about knockers.
I got one more question for you guys. So, since you guys have been playing some Shadowlands, I know that in the patch overview, they discussed all these systems in my mind. My head was kind of spinning because I just couldn't keep up with all of it. And from BFA looking at it, there's just way too many systems. So like, there's the corruption, your cloak, essences, azurite, the azurite, or your heart, whatever, blah blah blah. Do you think that? Are you nervous about Shadowlands kind of going down the same path that there's just gonna be too many systems in the game? It's gonna be too hard to handle, maybe for alts, or it's just gonna be too complex in a sense. Are you guys worried about that at all?
Oh, definitely worried about
Yep.
it. Yeah.
Big word.
Well, I know they're doing caps on anima, so it's like something that you can do your weekly cap and you're done for the week. I think it was like Conquest back in the day. I think there might be a little bit more conscious of everyone. They've heard people complaining about how alt unfriendly it is, so hopefully that they do something to kind of alleviate that complaint that's been pretty constant throughout BFA.
Yeah, I just want to say, sorry guys, I saw that that graphical glitch. I haven't run the show with 3 viewers before. That was a software malfunction, and I'm gonna try to keep those malfunctions at a minimal for the rest of the show. I'm really sorry about that hardware blip, but I think it is fixed. I do want to say, Cheesy Gordita Crunch, thank you for so many incredible questions. It was a lot of fun getting to chat with you. We're gonna pull in next caller. Thank you very much, man.
Yeah, for sure. It's been real. Thanks for having me, guys. Keep up the good work. Rich, you're you're a treasure. That I'm glad you're getting some recognition and whatnot. You certainly deserve it, man.
You fart, McConnell. How silly.
Yeah.
Do you get it?
Now slam it, yeah.
Wait, why is Fandy muted?
Is she?
Well, that we can see that. Wait, shake the mic. I didn't do nothing. I still can't hear it, dude. Yo, McConnell, say something. Is McConnell muted too?
Bum 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 bum.
Hello?
There we
Hey.
go. What's up? Wait, now we can't hear you. We heard you for 1 second.
Wait,
No,
it's
now I hear
working
you.
now.
Yeah, now I
Wait,
hear
why
you.
the fuck? Okay, it's gotta be something with this mixer, dude. I literally have like the testing mic thing up, and now it's working. That's really weird.
Mixer, didn't they go out of business?
I need a target.
Oh man, yo, how about the lizard people? By the way,
Well, I was talking about it, and then my internet went out. So, it is certainly interesting how that happened. Certainly interesting.
I didn't realize it was a thing. I like watched like an old interview where somebody was asking someone if they were a lizard person. I thought it was just a joke. I didn't realize it was a whole thing. It's a whole thing.
It's real.
We'll find out what the truth is when we die, for sure.
Here's my whole thing with the lizard people, though. I think if there were lizard people.
I don't.
No. I said I think if there were. If there were lizard people, don't you think we'd already be like more efficiently farmed? Like this isn't the most efficient
I
farm.
don't know. I feel like this is pretty efficient.
You think so?
Yeah. Fuck yeah. It's really efficient. The only thing that happens whenever like people get mad is they like a Twitter thing happens. There's like a trend, and then after the trend goes away, the problem goes away because people forget about thinking about it. Remember all those like those like wildfires in Australia? People don't give a fuck about that anymore.
True. See, the thing is like, I think that probably a lot of the things that we think about, like how we would be delicious, are probably fallacies. So I guess maybe that's why I think the farming's inefficient. Maybe it's like a Promised Neverland scenario where we're actually more delectable. Because I feel like we'd be fatter, right? We'd be fatter. Like, have you seen what happened to chickens over time?
Yeah,
And
they made these huge.
They have huge boobs. and that was like a human.
Honestly, like I thought that was like, I was like, you know what? I like this genetic engineering thing. This is cool.
What is wrong with you guys?
They're cock with fat titties, dude. You know what else, McConnell? I feel like I don't know why, but I think this might be a better example. Like, you know that what they did with that one plant, the one that people the flowers, like, so what they actually do is it's just
The weed plant.
Yeah. So it's a type of what they do is it's actually just it's a sexually frustrated female plant, and it never gets to mate, and that's why the flowers are so big. It's just, and basically the resin that it's creating is to actually get pollen to stick to it. So they just get them as sexually frustrated as possible. And the difference is if you make a human sexually frustrated, they become a streamer. But if you make a plant sexually frustrated, it just gets covered in that sticky icky.
Yeah, I was really curious about that. Like, they need to do that. They need to figure out how to make that happen, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. So maybe it's a promised Neverland scenario where we're delicious in a way that we don't understand, and we're moving towards it. But I don't know. I just like, I don't know. Maybe a little silence. Me.
I have a pretty good feeling that I'm actually not delicious. I probably wouldn't taste good at all. Probably taste like shit, honestly. I mean, like, am I wrong? Come on. Oh yeah, I gotta do this fucking shit. I gotta do this Mechagon shit, man.
Wait, where'd Rich go?
I don't know. Probably he's looking up the chickens.
Probably.
Yeah, I was looking at chicken titties, dude. Yeah, let's get in another caller. Do I pull on this chain, Fandy?
Yeah, you gotta ride it all the way up.
McConnell left.
I was afraid.
It's kind of a little weird in here, to be honest, so, you know.
I think we brought up a lot of really good points. This is a cool
Genetic
name.
engineered chicken boobs. You know?
It is true.
Yeah, I've thought about that.
They can't even stand. It's actually like their boobs are so big that they can't stand. It's crazy. Hey, Fumph. It's a cool name. Fumph. I think it's a German number, right?
I'm in.
Yeah, what's up, Fumph? Is Fumph a number?
Yeah, kinda.
Cool name. Welcome.
Yeah, holy shit, I'm nervous.
You're fine.
So, what I wanted to talk about was the way they are doing the leveling squish. Well, obviously it's I think it's pretty good. Obviously, I think it's pretty good for twinking. For alts.
True.
But I think what do you think, new players, like when I started the game? I think the leveling experience when I leveled my first character, it was, I think it was, it was kind of the best, one of the best experience for me, just to go through all the expansions like Northrend and you know, all those expansions. And I think if a new player comes and just starts playing and goes through one expansion, I think he's missing out on a lot.
I think it's a really good concern. I think one of the things that we often do as people who've been playing the game for a really long time is we remember how we had fun back in the day. We want other people to have that, right? But that doesn't necessarily take in the context of the game right now. And just because we had fun doing it, I think that, you know, a new player might not have that same experience. And I think now, for a lot of people, it seems like it's completely out of their control when they look at the task before them to get all the way to level 120, for example. And
I just got blasted off, sorry.
oh, I was like, wait, what? I was like, did I say something stupid? But yeah, I feel like that experience over time kind of changes. And I think that this leveling squish will actually allow people
to enjoy that leveling process a little bit more. And I'm curious how everybody else feels about it, because I do think that it's a really good point. And initially, I feel like I was in the same camp, and I was even more negative about the leveling squish. Like, I was nervous about it to happen before I actually tested it. And now that I tested it, I was like, wow, this is actually pretty good for new players and returning players.
So what you're saying is they're missing out on the experience of, you know, leveling through all of the zones that were special to you as you experienced them for the first time.
Definitely.
Well, I mean, at this point, the game's like 15 years old, and I feel like, you know, a lot of people, you know, they might be able to like take this character and level them through, you know, maybe an expansion that they prefer. I don't want to have to go through every single area leveling another toon. I just feel like it would be a lot at that point. I don't know. I don't know if there's any like right answer or like right way to remedy that. But I think what they're doing is like a really good step in the right direction, to be honest.
Yeah, I also often hear the argument that you know, as a new player, you see level cap is 120, and that seems like a big number. Like, you're concerned if you start the game, it will take me ages to get there, which is kind of true. If you're starting out, you know, you have no leveling gear, and but I think that's just the wrong way looking at it, because end game is not the whole game. I think the leveling is just a big part of it, and obviously the level squish for alts, if you just level new tunes, that's basically the best thing to happen. But I think, yeah, I mean,
I do agree that the journey should feel like it is a big part of the game, but I also do think it's healthiest for the game if that journey doesn't intimidate people away from the end game, right?
The leveling squish is a good thing.
Also, oh, did you die?
No.
Yeah, that's what happened to me. I got blasted off. I think it's just like, it's good though, because, you know, a new person, you know, they're gonna try out a class, you know, they're gonna level through this area, you know. Oh wait, I'm not supposed to do that. They're gonna go through an area, you know, and maybe, you know, they want to play another character. Well, now they're gonna get to experience that whole experience again, and it's gonna be completely fresh to them. Does that make sense? Otherwise, they've already leveled, they've already seen all of the areas because they had to do it, you know, the first time they leveled their character around, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I can't understand this.
I like the way that they're doing it. I think it's the best in terms of replayability. If we're like a new person leveling a new character, well, you know, oh, last time I leveled through Wrath, so maybe this time I'll try out, you know, Draenor or Pandaria or something like that.
Well, I'm not fully informed about it, but like, how do they handle the old raids? Do you know about that?
The old raids?
Yeah, like the old content. Right. How does it, like, you know that the old content scales right now, right?
Does it?
Yeah. So
okay.
it's like this is all like a lot of that's already impacted. Like, if you right now, I remember the first time I was reminded about it scaling, I went into Dead Mines, and Dead Mines is not Dead Mines anymore. And I got Stockades. I went into Stockades on Moonguard, and I was scaled, and I got one shot like really quick. So all of that old content is already scaled with the current system as well.
Okay, I didn't know about that. No.
Yeah, and I feel like it's reasonable not to know, because I think a lot of people don't really ever level because it's not fun, which is one of the reasons that I think the stat squish is good. Like, the stat squish streamlines a lot of the processes, and it puts people in a position where I think people will level for fun again.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to with allied races. I'm gonna try out a couple of the different areas that I didn't play through as much, or it's been a while, you know, and I was like, oh, I really like Wrath. I'm gonna do one through Wrath, and I'm gonna do one through Draenor.
Yeah, that's true though. I mean, all my alts are basically just boosts from deluxe editions, from the collector's editions from DLCs. So yeah, I level one character, but that was a great experience. But I wouldn't necessarily want to go through all that again. That's true. Yeah.
I think that was a good question though. Thank you.
Caller?
Yeah. Thank you for putting me in, and thank you, McCool, for coming back. Obviously.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
See ya. A lot of people are asking. I'm playing female undead. Undead is officially the best looking race in the game now.
They look sick.
They're so fucking cool. I never played undead before. They have the best customizations. They're so fucking cool now. Like, they're actually so fucking cool. Female Craigasm? Yeah, look, it's a cool... I actually think this is the first time that undead are actually, like, kind of hot. Fanny, what do you think the best looking race is?
Yeah, I just play elves, okay? They're cute.
We've gone back and forth about something on this show before. Zach and I.
Yeah?
We think that, to a woman, the most attractive... We think the most attractive race would be Draenei male, because they have dicks on their faces.
Wait, what?
The Draenei... They have dick beard.
Uh-huh.
Are we wrong?
Nah, it's cool. I like that. It's really convenient.
I knew
accessible. It's good, yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna pull in the next caller. I'm glad that we were right about that.
Oh, great.
Do you like Draenei male, McConnell?
I don't give a fuck. Let's get the next caller.
Beard sitter. What up? Ghost? How you doing, Ghost?
Ghost, are you here?
Yep, I'm here. What's up, guys?
Hey, Ghost.
You're on the air right now.
Yep, I see that. Alright, so I was just wondering how you guys would feel if the Covenant system was more of like something you progress through, like you start in one, right? And that once you get through doing that storyline, you unlock the button that you get, right? Then you progress through the next one and unlock the next button, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So while you're going through that, you get to play with the passes that Covenant has all the way through it. Then once you're done with doing all the Covenants, you can go back and make your choice, and that will be like how you get like your different mounts and your armor sets from those Covenants, and then you get to pick your passive as like your...
That would be similar to the artifact weapon, right, in Legion? Right. Because, like, yeah, you did make the choice, but you ended up unlocking everything. I actually brought this up earlier in the show, not necessarily saying that I think it's the way that it should go, but it could be a way that it goes as we test it more in the beta. Like, I like, credit where credit's due. We haven't gotten to play all of this shit yet, right? Like, the beta just came out, so we're trying it more and more. Every single content creator could be wrong. Like, Blizzard could be right. I don't think that many people think that that's going to happen. I know I sure as fuck don't think that that's going to happen. But we obviously do have to wait a little bit until all of these things do get implemented and see how they do feel. Like, a lot of the content creators might end up being wrong on this one. We'll have to see. But I think the idea that you've proposed is a very reasonable one that might actually be a route that I would look to go.
I don't alleviate people having the, the stress of, oh, I picked the wrong Covenant, right?
Yeah.
Because then you could have the button, but you still just would have a choice to make between the passives, which is still a big one to make, but not, in hindsight, not as big as, oh, now I can't do this or that.
Well, not all of them would be linked, right? I think my biggest area of hesitation with the current system is just the idea that every single choice is made with one choice, even though those choices are so varying in different ways that you play the game. Like, you're basically making your power choice, your RP choice, how you look in the game, and what your daily quests are going to be, and your soul conduit passives, and even like your table mission, all in one fell swoop. And the average player is not going to have that foresight, and to feel punished in every single aspect of the game based off of one decision seems a little bit rough. That's why people experiment in college. Well, that sounded really, I meant like with what profession they wanted to do. I didn't mean, Fandy, what the fuck?
I feel like eventually that'll be something they do anyway. If it's a bad system anyway, you know what I mean? Just they'll go back on making you pick it anyway.
Potentially.
Well,
yeah.
I feel like if you're doing every single covenant before you pick one, people are gonna complain that you roll another character, you have to do all the fucking covenants all over again.
True.
So.
But I mean, he was talking earlier about how you had to pick between Allied or Horde before in the other expansion, and it felt like you got only half of the content too.
Mm-hmm.
So if the covenants are supposed to work like that as well, it feels like you're cutting a big part of your content out of the game too by making people have to choose one and only getting to play through that story, and then
Yeah, I think what Fandy says is reasonable, but I also do think that there are kind of ways that you can interact with that. Like, you're progressing the zone, right? Like, you know that you're progressing the zone based off of irrigating it with anima. So what if that progressed zone, when you then enter with a new alt, allows that alt to rep up with the Covenant faster, right? Like, actually have some of this stuff go account-wide in a meaningful way that doesn't feel forced. I think something like that could be really good. But obviously, seeing how stuff's going to interact with alts before we fully understand how it does deal with mains is probably getting a little bit too far ahead of ourselves, but I think it is a really reasonable thing to think about early and be paying attention to as we go into test.
I think about the first caller, I think had one of the better, solutions to covenants and stuff like that is like picking a main one and then, being able to progress and do maybe some of the other covenant things as well. Kind of like, and then, swapping talents and things out like that. I think that would probably be the easiest solution in terms of like if you're really wanting to like min-max to that extent with like optimal covenant abilities and things like that. So
Yo, by the way, this dungeon kind of sucked.
What? You didn't like it? I thought it was cool. It was like there's like wings that you do. You get to pick a wing and go through.
Oh, thanks for taking my question.
Dude, go, so it's nice to meet you.
Nice to see you guys.
Hey, thanks, man.
Have a good stream.
Yeah, enjoy talking to you, man.
Have a good day. Yeah.
Did you like that? So Fandy liked it. I don't think I liked it. Asmon, did you like it?
I liked
Like what?
The Theater of Pain that we just did.
Well, there's a certain thing with like basically. I mean, the thing is with the dungeons is that some of them are long.
Bro, just say if you liked it or not. God damn, dude.
It is what it is, and at the end of the day, that's really what matters.
One time I watched Asmon's whole stream, and he talked the whole time, but I realized at the very end of the stream, he didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Next caller.
Yeah. Dude, I love how McConnell's the most organized person on Allcraft now. Oh, that's an edgy name. What's up, Birds and Gasoline?
Birds.
How you doing, Birds and Gasoline?
Birds, you here?
Yeah, let me just move the stream. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I'm gonna turn you up a little bit. There you go.
My mic is fucked.
I turned you up a little bit. Are you French?
Hell yeah, I am.
Cool.
Oh, you sound like Manuel.
Well, all French people sound the same, so.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm just a big fan of his, that's all.
Yeah, everybody is nowadays.
What?
What he does, man, what he does.
He works real hard.
Yeah,
he does.
Okay, yeah, he does porn, guys. All right, what's your question, caller?
Well, my question is quite an easy one. Do you think that Blizzard and Bobby should keep milking the cow? That's WoW, and maybe they should just give up, and like let go of WoW, because it's been years, and like every time I watch, for example, Asmon stream or you guys stream, it's always, I feel like, complaining about everything going to shit in the game. So maybe it would be time to give up on WoW and start with something new or something like that.
That sounds great. Maybe they can make a first-person shooter game with a bunch of different heroes, and they'll be able to balance that perfectly instead.
No, yeah, I get you.
They should just do 3 Vikings remastered.
Yeah, man.
That was a good fucking game, dude.
No, yeah, and I had like a quick second question. Do you think it would be cool if they actually made like a second kind of progression system for your gear. Like for example, more guild-based one. So for example, like you can do the normal progression by like farming gear, or you can either like do it with your guild and just get like the blacksmith in your gear to forge the swords for all the gear, all the guild. It's better. Like
No, I don't like that idea. I'd just have everybody joining the high-end guilds.
oh, I'm really sorry, boys. My mic is fucked, and I didn't think I would get pulled in.
No, you're fine, dude. Yeah, you asked really good questions.
Nah,
Yeah,
man.
like the thing is like we can hear you, but stream might not be able to hear you as well, right? But like, yeah, but we understood your questions, and like obviously your mic was a little bit quiet, but we really do appreciate you coming on, and it was nice talking to you.
Hey, thank you, caller.
I'm not even gonna lie. I don't even play WoW. I was in there just for to hear you guys and hear the people in the channel underneath.
Dude, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you, guys. Keep it being awesome.
Yep, thanks, man.
I couldn't hear anything. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, his mic wasn't the
I
best.
think they said they're gonna get rid of the triple layer nachos.
What?
At Taco Bell. What the fuck?
They're getting rid
Good.
of
Maybe they're fucking finally. Maybe this is the beginning of the fucking volcano menu comeback, dude. That is what they need. Taco Bell needs to bring back every fucking volcano item they ever had. It was their best shit they ever made, and nothing will ever compare to it, okay? They need to bring it back, or I'm gonna lose my shit.
Dude, I like the burrito with the French fries in it.
No, that's bullshit. Taco Bell does not need to be doing fucking fries, okay?
The
If I want
potato
fries,
griller.
no, if I want fries, I'll go to fucking McDonald's or Wendy's, okay? When I go to Taco Bell, I don't want fucking potato bullshit. I want shit, I want shit that'll have me dying, you know what I mean? In the toilet, you know what I mean? I want fucking volcano shit. Just spicy, meaty, saucy, cheesy, fucking tortilla shit. Like, just give me that, okay? I don't need their, oh, well, here's some fries and you can actually pour some nacho cheese. I don't want that fucking bullshit.
What do you think about the Cinnabons?
Yeah, they're alright.
I like the Cinnabons too. Also, have you ever gotten Pizza Hut at the Taco Bell Pizza Hut Fusion restaurants?
What the hell's that?
Wait, do you guys not have those? Is that New York only?
I've seen those. I don't eat fast food very much.
What?
Taco Bell and Pizza Hut sometimes team up and they have one store, so you can order Taco Bell and Pizza Hut at the same time. Yeah, like okay, maybe it's not everywhere, but it's like very common in like the East Coast. Illinois got them too. Yeah, so like
I've never heard of that.
Yeah,
that
so
sounds fucking stupid.
kinda
Why would you
cool.
ever want a pizza and a taco at the same time? It's fucking dumb.
Did you hear yourself?
Yep. Next caller.
Well, that's that.
You can literally wrap the the grill the what's the thing called where it's got the crunchy and then it's got the soft thing around it and then it's the cheese and the meat and it's like an octagon. What's the
Crunchwrap Supreme?
Crunchwrap Supreme, yeah, the frisbee. Dude.
Yeah.
You can take that and put it in between two slices of pizza. I promise you it's the best thing that you've ever eaten. Yo, what's up, Dylan?
Dylan!
Yeah, mute the streamer fast.
Dylan, you here?
All
right, man. You're on the air right now.
Okay, there we go. Sorry if I'm out of breath. I'm doing legs while I'm listening.
For sure, dude.
I had this typed up last week for questions. And Asmon, I want to give you a little bit of a ego circle jerk here. So
right, I'm ready.
Okay, so thank you for your recent videos and thoughtfulness regarding like all the drama just in Twitch and just in society in general.
Thank you.
And I really appreciate your videos, just like dictating how to control the direction of your chat and encourage thoughtful discussion and not just like a bunch of spurgs coming in, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, like imagine like baiting like lol W in your chat or like saying 7 so people will start spamming 7s. Like that's what toxic streamers do. They say like 7 and then like their chat does it. That it's really shameless, dude.
Rich, The man is trying to give Asmon compliments. Can you just let him?
Yeah, sure, dude. I'm sorry. I almost farmed out little W's there.
7. Okay, so it's also really cool to see both the sides of you. So the difference between the Asmon on the stream that goes like 1,000 miles an hour and just like reads chat with both eyes separately, and then the Zach that like slows down and takes time to like elaborate on his thoughts and like make a video is really cool. And I want to thank you for being able to share so much with your community, and also a little shout out and thank you to McConnell for being super uplifting and motivating whenever Zach is like getting really down on himself about like mechanical skill and shit, which is really stupid.
Okay, thanks.
All right, caller, what's your question?
So, Rich, sorry to hear you got fired. You're
Fuck, dude, what the fuck? Literally, he just sits there for a whole minute, sucks Asmon's dick, gives me a little tug, and says, "Rich, you got fired, bitch."
Dude does have a job, dude. All right, so you're a goddamn marathon streaming champion. Do you have any ideas on like what kind of new content you might try and put out, and if you might elaborate on any more creative freedom you have, and that you're not like officially tied to Blizzard anymore?
Oh, me? You're calling me a marathon stream champion?
Hell yeah, buddy.
I actually, as far as creative stuff goes, as far as freedom goes, I'm moving to Texas, and Asmon, S-Fan, and myself, and a few other people that I won't mention. We've already started to talk about some of the stuff that we're going to do, and I think that a lot of where I want to be focusing my energy is on creating better tournaments than some of the ones that I've even hosted in the past. And I feel like the first time that the three of us, me, Asmon, and S-Fan, put on a tournament, I genuinely feel like it's one of the best shows that I've ever worked on in my entire life. And I want to do more like that. And I feel like the freedom doesn't come from not having a job anymore. The real freedom comes from the fact that I'm going to, take a big risk, move for the first time in over 10 years, be with my friends, and just do whatever the fuck we want. And I think a lot of the things that we want, like, it's going to be stuff that we can involve the community in, right? And like one of the big risks that Asmon and I really took was, doing the show and like doing the viewer call-ins, right? Like there were a lot of people that said that we were crazy for even thinking about doing the viewer call-ins, and genuinely my favorite part of the week. And there are always people here asking incredible questions. So getting to spend all of my time doing that, I kind of feel like me getting fired was lucky in a lot of ways.
That's awesome. I think we're all really excited about everything you're going to put out. So, Fandy, I don't watch your stream a whole lot, but I really appreciate you on the podcast today. I think you had some really great things to say. So I guess a question for you is, how do you go about like organizing your content and like everything outside of Twitch as well? Just like, I feel like the naked mole rats on screen next to you just kind of like slap their nuts and do whatever feels good to them.
Oh, that's us! Oh my god!
Oh, that's Rich.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I just turned my stream on. I don't ever have like a plan. I just wing it to be honest with you.
I respect that.
Yeah, I don't have a plan. Like I'm all over the place to be honest with you. I don't have a schedule. I haven't had one in like 3 years. I just kind of go live whenever. So I'm not really. I don't have anything set like that. Yeah. I don't know. It feels like a lot better if I just like stream and I'm like in a good mood, or I don't ever want to like, well, I'm scheduled to stream today, but I'm just really not feeling it, because I'd rather just not stream than have like a bad stream. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I got you. That's awesome. Thanks for the insight.
Yeah. For sure.
Asmon, last question before I go. So I really appreciated the food videos as well. I think it's good, like quirky alt content. Mm-hmm. Any thoughts on making those into like ASMR with like a guest eater each time you film?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Fandy, do you want to be my guest eater?
Yeah, sure.
There we go. All right.
Easy.
Perfect.
Wow.
All right.
I'd watch that.
Your answer, dude.
Thanks, guys. I'm gonna get back to doing squats. I'll catch you on the flip
Alright, dude,
side.
have fun.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow. Yeah, dude.
Thanks.
He was
caller. He was working out there.
Yeah, what a Chad. That's badass.
Louder. Louder. Louder.
Dude, Asmon, a bunch of people in chat are saying that you're a stunt double lizard person who's currently molting, and that's why you're so low on energy. Do you care to comment?
Yes.
Yes, you do care to comment or what?
Yes.
Okay, what's your comment?
Mm-hmm.
Speak, reptile.
I already said it was. What are you mad for?
Next caller.
What are you mad for? What are you always mad for?
I'm mad.
He's not mad.
He's fucking mad. I can just tell, like, trust me.
I actually don't think McConnell's mad. I think that you're sad.
I'm sad?
Yeah, you're sad.
Yeah, right.
You sad boy.
What?
Little sad boy.
The hell, dude?
Wait, this person's name is Sad Bitch. Oh, wait. He's already in the channel. It's Asmon.
Man, shit.
It's you. That's you, dude. All right. What's up, Corey?
Corey!
In the house.
Corey, you here?
Hello?
Hello.
Corey?
Oh, what up?
Oh, you're on the air right now, Corey. All right, caller, what's your question, bud?
What are you most excited about in Shadowlands? Like with the what are they called? The factions?
Covenants.
Covenant.
You've been doing your homework, huh?
Covenant. Yeah, nah, dude, I've only been playing for like 2 years, so.
Shadowlands.
What am I excited about the most?
Yeah, like what part of the Covenants are you excited for? Because I'm excited for being like, yo, I'm gonna be a fucking Necrolord warrior, and I'm gonna buff the party. You know what I mean?
I just I want to be able to farm more mounts and have more shit to do. I think that's the main thing that I'm excited about. Mostly the mounts and farming shit.
Yeah, I don't know enough about the Covenants and their abilities to say what I'm excited about. I'm gonna go with the pretty one.
I got a question for you, Corey. Why do you think Asmon's being such a sad baby right now?
Because he didn't get the mount, obviously.
He knows you too well, dude.
Thank
you,
Corey. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, caller.
No, I am gonna get it next time. I mean it. Like I am. I don't know why people are laughing at me.
No one's laughing at you. We're laughing with you.
Yeah. I'm not laughing at you. Just feel sorry for you, man.
I'm glad you feel that way.
It's alright. I haven't got a mount drop pretty much the whole time I've been playing the game, so.
All 2 years?
Yeah, pretty much.
Dude.
What?
Oh, I said that out loud. I was going to say, have a beautiful Australian morning, Corey.
Yeah, Corey, thank you very much for being here, caller. All right, take care.
I didn't mean to say that out loud.
He's a good boy.
He's cool. I like him. I think we called him in. We pulled him in before. Cause
maybe.
Yeah, because there are only like 5 actors that propagate the Australian agenda, and like we've already had a few of them in. So.
The Australian agenda?
Yeah, that it exists.
Oh yeah. I've never been there. I mean, like, if Australia doesn't exist, I would not be surprised.
Have any of us been to Australia on this call?
Nope.
All right, it's not real.
Just saying. There are a lot of letters in your name. I'm not 100% sure how to say it, but our
Ariadu.
Arietti, how you doing? Welcome.
Good. Thanks for having me.
Welcome, welcome.
You're on the air right now.
Thank you. My question to you guys was about the server merging and how it destroys a lot of the communities on the lower population servers. I don't think any of you guys are low pop, right?
No.
I'm high pop.
I stay high.
Play on a very low population server. We only have 5 guilds that are even in Mythic Progression. And a lot of people here are not actually excited for server merges because it destroys our communities.
You like the smaller knit community. So how I actually didn't really know about the merges in general and how they are actually going to function. To be completely honest, this is something that kind of I think passed by me because I've always been on a high population server like for quite a bit of time, but I do very much remember the death of my small server back in the day. Like I remember when it died. So yeah. I understand the concern. I am though a little bit unaware of how they are doing the merge.
Think they've kept it under wraps. This isn't like the last time. The last time they were pretty straightforward with what servers they were merging together, and this time they're not announcing it. It's probably to prevent people from trying to snatch up names on the servers they're going to get merged with.
Okay.
People are smarter this time around, but they also, the blue post was kind of concerning because it sounded like, unlike last time where they tried to merge low pop servers together and high pop servers together, it sounded like they were trying to do bigger merges so they wouldn't have to do it again for a while.
How does your, if you don't mind me asking, like what feels special about your server? Like does your server use like the community feature or does it not use anything? It's just the server itself actually feels...
We have a server Discord that all the top guilds on the server are in, but there's only like 10 of us, so I know lots of people in all the different guilds on the server.
Okay. Yeah, I remember those back in the day, and now I feel like I haven't seen one in a very long time. Like back in the day, like the first server that I really felt like I was at home on was Nath. And I remember the public Ventrilo. I remember like the smaller Ventrilo as well. You're not on an RP server, right?
No. Okay. I am on Grizzly Hills, which is server merged with Lothar, just low pop.
Okay.
How does it destroy communities? I'm just curious if it just merges them. It's not like
It kind of destroys the way the smaller servers function. Like right now, our server has, like I said, the 5 guilds that are actually in Mythic, and we have only one guild that's actually cleared all of Mythic, and that's where a lot of the hardcore players on the guild go. We have one guild that's like 2 bosses away from finishing, and that's where a lot of the rest of the hardcore players end up, but the ones that don't have as much time. And then we have a lot more casual guilds, and it kind of... If someone new was to come to the server and tell me what kind of content they were looking for, I wouldn't necessarily try to absorb them into my guild. I'd tell them what guild on the server I think they should go to based on what they're telling me they want to do.
So why would having more guilds be bad then? If you're trying to have like more opportunities and more ways for players to find guilds that are right for them.
Yeah, the last time we merged, it just kind of destroyed that sort of system because it's not going to be like if it was a small merge of only an increase of like 1,000 players, it would be one thing, but we're going to get merged with another server with its own dynamics. And that's going to be another probably closer to 4,000 to 6,000 players getting merged with us.
So
do you think do you think through external means though, like in third-party software, whether it is Discords, whether it is Ventrilo, I know it uses Ventrilo anyway, but voice chats, different things like that, do you think that you guys could actually maintain the dynamic that you have right now?
I think for the most part we will. And it's not like I think server merging is completely a bad thing. It just changes some of the good things, when you're on a low pop server and you run through your city, I recognize all the people I run past most of the time. You know, they're not really strangers that I don't recognize too often.
Well,
And
'cause
it's
there's
just
only
that
like
feeling
3
of
of them, right? I mean, it's not too hard.
Yeah.
Nah, it's a little more than that. But yeah, there's very few people. And you know, it's nice, it's comfortable.
It's cozy. I understand. I do understand the concern, right? And I think that one of the reasons that like a lot of us don't necessarily instantly feel that or understand it is because it's not something that we've had in a long time. And I think a lot of us feel like everybody's just being phased in around us all of the time, which is something that, you know, a lot of people have talked about, especially with the introduction of Classic WoW as well, right? Because everybody was like, oh shit, like Classic WoW, like we're actually seeing people. Even with layering, it felt like you were seeing more people. So I do understand the concern.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, like, to me personally, I think that merging servers and making larger servers is generally a good thing for most people on the server. There are, like, kind of advantages of having smaller servers for, you know, a more extended type of community, but I think that's not necessarily as large as the amount of people who just want to be able to find groups and have a community that's large enough to support them. I think there's probably a lot of people, even on your server, for example, that, you know, are probably having a hard time like finding a mythic raiding guild that raids the time that they want to raid, or having a hard time with like X, Y, or Z.
Yeah, you're definitely right. I mean, there's plenty of people when you only have so few guilds running content that a lot of them end up just leaving and going to different servers most of the time.
Yep.
Yeah.
I hope that I hope that the merge does end up being positive, right? I think that a lot of the merges had the potential to end up being positive depending on how they're done.
How are they not positive?
I think that more times than not they are, right? Like I hear the concern, but I do think that they have the potential to be positive.
I can't see a world where they wouldn't be positive.
I like seeing an active, bustling city. You know, I might not see like the same names all the time, but I don't know if that's. I mean, that's a whole nother thing to get into layering on its own. But
Well-
I think having like more people on the server is never a bad thing.
Look, at the end of the day, some small realms are going to have to die so that big realms can live. And it's for the greater good.
You're not wrong about that.
And if you look at it from that perspective of the greater good, you can justify anything at all, ever. So yeah, down with low pop realms, and big realms rock.
What do you think, McConnell, if they took all of the players, right, and took them off all of the realms and then equally distributed all of the players across all the realms? What would you think of that?
That'd be a great idea. I think we need an equal distribution of all players across all realms at all times. We need forced distribution, equal distribution, to maintain the fact that players have a better time if it's all equal, and nobody has.
So sharding.
Yeah, kind of.
I think it shouldn't just stop at where players are put. I think it should be all the resources in the game as well.
Caller, how do you feel about that?
It would definitely help our auction house prices. I'm sure if you checked things on our auction house compared to yours, they're about double the price, so would save me some money.
There you go.
With forced equal distribution, everybody wins. You get more money, you get more healthcare, or you get more like mats for potions and stuff.
Definitely.
And we fully get to feel the reward of the sweat of our own brow.
Yeah. Thank you, caller.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I think we've progressed not only World of Warcraft but society. Feel like it feels like a Hassan stream, honestly, right now. Yeah, that's good.
I think I want to try this Dark Souls Cinders mod thing.
Yeah, that's tonight.
What if no, don't do that. Do it tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm doing it tomorrow, dude.
Thank God.
Oh. It's gonna be tomorrow, dude.
I'm trying to fucking stream tonight, dude.
Yeah. I've actually got to go ready to go to my dad's, man. I'm gonna have some food with him tonight. But yeah, we had a good show today, boys. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. Thank you, and thank you again, Fandy, for being part of the show.
I appreciate it.
All right, boys. I'll see y'all later. Peace.
Peace, dude. Well,
Later.
You heard it from Asmon. You really don't have a choice in what you watch tonight. So I guess you should hit the channel with a follow. Really don't have many options, dude. You really should probably just stay here and keep watching. For anybody who is going to instantly leave because you find me annoying, trust me, I understand. But I do want to say thank you for watching that portion of the after show. Thank you very much for that. I'm going to turn notifications back on and get back to begging. And I do want to say, though, thank you a lot. Thank you for everybody who did watch. Thank you for everybody who did join the Discord and did the call-ins. If you want to join the Discords for next week as well, we will be doing it after every single episode of Allcraft. Also, follow Fandy. Follow Fandy.
Yeah.
Online.
Yeah, don't not in real life, please.
Yeah, please. Yeah. Really quick, just before you go, let me get a thumbnail really quick.
Okay.
All right, we should have the thumbnail. See you later.
Should we good?
Yeah.
Thanks for having me, Rich. I'll be on later tonight, though.
Yeah.
You wanna? I'll make a new character.
Yeah, we'll see how I maintain the host. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'll talk to you soon. It's fun, fun being friends while it lasted.
Yeah.
It was really
nice. Bye, Rich.
Bye.
You're a great friend.
Bye.
Like a brother to me.
What'd she say? You're like a brother?
Yeah.
Okay, nice.